Show's about to start.
Welcome to the coronation of Caillin and Danielle III. This morning's story is the tale of the Selkie and the warrior. It was a bright night in November, beneath the harvest moon, when a Selkie heard the magical laughter of a flame-haired warrior, and her life was changed forever. The warrior had gathered with his kingdom on the bank of the mighty Mississippi River to prepare for the most important tournament of the season. She heard joy in his laughter, saw grace in his movements, felt the need to meet this warrior and experience his world. The warrior trained with his sword, laughed with his men, and prayed to the moon for a consort for the coming day. The next morning, the Selkie came out of the banks of the river and slipped off her coat, hiding it carefully in a secret cave where no one would find it. She put on stolen human finery and went to find the warrior. As enchanted by her beauty as she had been by his laughter, he offered to fight for her in the day's tournament, and she agreed. The day was crisp and bright, banners cracked in the wind, and the people of the storm-born kingdom were in high spirits. The tournament list was long, as a great leader of the kingdom had encouraged all able and willing to come prepared to do great battle to find who would lead the kingdom for the next year. The fighters took the field 2 by 2 all morning long. Bouts of skill were on display. Good humor and kind hearts ensured no hatred or ill will was felt amongst the people. As the day progressed, it became clear that the great giant that had entered the tournament would hold the field until someone could defeat him. The Selkie and the warrior watched each match, and she cheered for his victories as he continued to win. At the end of the day, the only two left on the field were the flame-haired warrior and the great giant. Inspired by the Selkie's love, the warrior nearly flew as he charged the giant and took him down. The kingdom cheered, the warrior laughed, and the Selkie smiled. The Selkie and her warrior had feasted and frolicked and enjoyed themselves all day, but she knew it was time for her to leave. She knew it would hurt the warrior, and she felt bad since human lives are already so short and full of hardship. She knew her sisters would miss her, and she already missed her watery world. So she gifted unto him a magical jug that took away cares and inspired singing and laughter, kissed him on the cheek, and snuck away to return to her secret cave. Entering the cave, she was surprised to find it was not as hidden as she thought. For there, in the cave, was the giant using her Selkie coat as a pillow. The giant had found her cave and had begun to rest and recover from his wounds. The beautiful Selkie knew, as everyone knows, giants sleep for a year and a day. There's no waking them before this time. So the Selkie sang a song to her sisters and went back up to the kingdom of the Ram to join in their festivities. The noble king and the graceful queen placed coronets upon their heads and called them prince and princess, charging them to care for the kingdom should the need ever arise. So the Selkie has been their princess at the right hand of the flame-haired warrior prince. And today we watch as they take their rightful place along the path as King Caillin and Queen Danielle, third of their names, and 30th rulers of the great kingdom of Gleann.
We are Caillin and Danielle, and by right of arms, the true heirs of the kingdom of Gleann. It is with great pleasure today, and in accordance with the laws and traditions of this kingdom, and as witnessed by all of you across the known world, to take our rightful place as crowns of Gleann. We do have one piece of business we would like to take care of this morning. If you would please open our court.
This hereby opens the court of the Royal Majesties of Gleann, Caillin and Danielle.
At this time, we would like to thank our ancestors, Connor and Victoria, for their inspiration and their guidance over the course of their reign. We would like to formally recognize them, officially recognize them in their new station as Count and Countess of the Society, and for Victoria as well, a Lady of the Rose. We will make these proclamations again in a formal manner with regalia and scrolls at our first opportunity when we could all once again be together at an event. We thank you for watching and experiencing this with us today. We hope that you are all well, and we look forward to the moment where we can all be together again and experience the current Middle Ages. Thank you all.
This hereby closes the court of the Royal Majesties of Gleann, Caillin, and Danielle.
That's it, guys.